Come on. Good morning. This is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Talented T-Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan. He's a Corgi, and we're here for an episode of Conversations with a Corgi. We tried to do this Ohio on Tuesday, and we just could not get an internet connection, and all kinds of crises occurred. You know, the phone is on this very teetery little tripod. And it has fallen back in the old days, especially when there was a cord attached. And Tristan has gotten tangled up and very terrified. So the more I reach forward to try to move the phone and make things happen, the more scared he gets. And it was just a avalanche of problems on Tuesday. So here we are today. So it's Thursday, and we are going to talk about something that I've been having on my mind for weeks now. And then I have a new client who's interesting. So if I get to do this tomorrow and certainly next week on Tuesday, hopefully, we'll talk more about things going on with that client dog. But what I want to talk about today is trick dogs, and in particular, the Elite Performer trick dog. So Tristan went to his farm dog competition a few weeks ago. As you know, I read you the details of what farm dogs have to be able to do, which this young man did beautifully. Even walking by the friendly dog, right? Which was a Corgi, which in his world is like specially have to watch out for, because his mother could pick up a Corgi and just kidnap it and bring it home and make his life different. So he was very good. But we also were at a place where the trick dog performer test people were there, and so we did our Elite Performer trick dog test. This is the highest title you can get in trick dog. And believe me, my dog does not know a million tricks like a circus performer, and a lot of these Elite Performer trick dogs do. But you have to combine the whole trick dog performance with a lot of other things like music and a storyline and maybe a costume for you, not costumes for your dog. They really only like things like this around their neck. For all I know, we'll be kicked out because he did wear a foxtail for a little while at the start of his performance, but they said as long as they're not wearing something for the whole time, because one of Tristan's tricks is to carry a stuffed animal on his back. So he has a little saddle with a fairy that rides him, because our performance is about how Corgis are fairy dogs and how that came to be. So taking the fairy for a ride in the forest is part of our tricks, right, Tristan? And he says, my fairy's not a costume, she's my pal. So what is so interesting about trick dogs? When you go to the AKC website, which I encourage you to do no matter what kind of dog you have, mutt, mix, old, young, new, first dog, 15th dog, there is so much interesting stuff to look at and check out there. So when I went to the Elite Performer part of the trick dog website, which might still be under Performer, I found all these interesting things. Like, they haven't had trick dogs all that long, 10, 15 years, maybe less. And in fact, last year was the first year they had this nationwide contest for dogs who have earned their Elite Performer title to send in a video and then, you know, just kind of evaluate you and look at all of the components of it and give prizes on a nationwide level. So we entered that. And last year, they show on the website, which you can find, the top 3 Elite Performer trick dogs. One of them is this Papillon. He got 3rd place. He is just remarkable. He does so many cute things, and his storyline's really cute, and his mom is great. And I really encourage you to go on the AKC website and look up Elite Performer trick dogs from last year's contest. There's a golden retriever that won. He was in a really loud gymnasium with elementary kids screaming, and he does a surfboard kind of a routine, and he hula hoops and does, you know, some of the typical things. Well, he jumped rope through a hula hoop with his mother, shall I say. He does a lot of typical kind of trick dog things. And then I can't even remember what the next place dog was, but his story was also interesting. So we're hoping this year, because we are talking about how Corgis came to be known as the fairy dog, and telling that story, which most Corgi people know, but lots of other people don't know. They think it's like completely made up, which it might have been by somebody, but it's a great story. So that is our storyline. And Tristan's really cute, and he doesn't do super hard tricks, but he does them pretty well, and he's really cute when he runs amok with his sheep. I haven't posted the video we sent, just a kind of a backyard reenactment. The one that I sent is a lot better than that one, and I should post it. So anyway, hopefully we'll get a prize, certainly in the Corgi division. How many Elite Performer Corgis are there? Can't be that many. And then we're really hoping we get a prize for our storyline, because that is what I'm most proud of, working up the storyline and tricks that fit the storyline. You know, like the little Papillon, he wants to join the circus, so his tricks are all things like jumping in a suitcase to go on the road, walking on his mom's feet while they're traveling. Then he joins the circus. He has a high wire act where his 2 left paws and 2 right paws are on 2 ropes, and he's doing his high wire routine. He has to move stuff around the circus, so he pushes a ball. And that's a pretty hard trick. I've tried to teach Tristan to do that, but I don't think Corgi physique is made for that. As much as he can sit pretty, which is sit up like this, I don't know that a Corgi can get the ab strength to walk on his hind legs and push a rolling ball. A Papillon is much better suited to that. But it's just really a lot of work to make your storyline fit your available tricks, and to, you know, perform all that together. A lot of the people have somebody record what they're going to be doing, and they do it to that recording with the music and the voice. I did mine where I am talking, the music is playing, and Tristan and I are also doing tricks. So that's a little more atypical. I don't think very many people do it that way. And when I did it at the dog show, I was out in a field that was like 2 acres. So I was really projecting so people could hear me, and it worked just fine. You know, I didn't have a mic or anything. Maybe at some point in my life, I really should invest in a good mic. But, you know, it's just one more thing you have to wear and worry about. And, you know, technology, let's face it, doesn't always cooperate. In fact, I don't have a recording of the whole performance we did at the show, because the guy running the recording didn't get his phone turned on and missed the first few tricks and the introduction, which is an important part to be missing. So, you know, technology, you can't rely on it. But it's really fun to look at the trick dog, you know, the tricks that they have to do. If your dog has an AKC Good Citizen, then you only have to do a couple more tricks to get your most low novice title in trick dog. And it's a fun thing. During COVID, we're sitting around the house with our dogs, or we're completely crazy trying to educate the kids, keep our job, and walk the dogs. But a lot of people have more time because they're not commuting and things. And it's a good time to try to teach your dog some tricks. And I have never been to a trick dog class, and I'm sure people are doing a lot of trick dog training with clicker training and things like that, but I just use treats. And let's face it, once you explain to your dog what you'd like him to do, most dogs are happy to do it. So the treat is only to show them you want them to go left, you want them to go right. It's no different. I mean, lots of people have taught their dogs to sit and to down and to come and to stay. And then we go on to give paw, roll over, you know, all that. My first Corgi, he was really good at, you know, the bang, you're dead thing and falling down. But we didn't do bang, you're dead. I think we said, oh, he fainted. And the first comment, Winnie, would just drop over. So, you know, there's all kinds of tricks that you can teach your dog, and they're really fun. And I think it's really a great thing that the AKC has done this. And one of the reasons that they started the trick dog, as well as rally, was as for people like me who really their first love is like dog dancing, and I love agility, but dog dancing is my first love. And so trick dog feeds into dog dancing, as does rally, because rally is healing, right? You know, they're following you around, they're going around you, they're, you know, going ahead of you, coming back to you. All of that rally training really, really helps with doing dog dancing. And I think that, you know, I am so grateful that I've been able to do that with this little dog. I mean, There's a lady in our rally class who has a Bouvier, a really huge dog. When he's up on his hind legs, he towers over her when he puts his hands on her shoulders, his paws. And I was like, huh, it just blows my mind, the possibilities for dog dancing with a dog that weighs 100 pounds. Because all I can think of with this guy are, you know, figures on the ground, like figure skating, you know, this edge, that edge, go around this way, go around that way, go in, you know, spirals, whatever. But when you've got a dog that is that big and can walk on his hind legs and can jump on you in a whole bunch of configurations, it's just amazing the choreography you could have. So I am grateful to the AKC for their trick dog titles and their rally titles, which have been out a lot longer. And I really think it's fun. And you guys should go to the website and look at all the things that are available to just watch. Even if you're never going to show your dog and you're never going to take one of these classes and nobody in your area does rally or trick dog, I think it's really fun to just Google trick dogs and see performances that dogs have done. So they're going to announce the Elite Trick Dog Performer contest winners in December. Paws crossed, we get a prize for Corgis and Stories. Oh, Tristan, did you hear what he just said? He's like, I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway. And our real dream is to be able to do one of these performances for a big group of Corgi people like we did at the Farm Dog Show, but it would be really fun to do it at their big show in the spring or at the Corgi Nationals, to even have a few of us do some performances. That would be fun next year in Virginia. So everybody have a great day. If it's cold or snowy or rainy or you're bored, just go on that AKC website and look things up. There also, if you Google dog dancing on their website, if you search dog dancing, there's a bunch of articles about dog dancing on the AKC website. And one of them has a link in it to, and you might even have to type in dog dancing 4-H. There is a little girl who's 12 with a Chihuahua mix who does a dog dancing performance for her 4-H project, which is just beautiful and cute. And no matter what kind of day you're having, you will not stop smiling after you watch this little girl in her cute party dress and her little dog spinning and jumping over her arms. It's just adorable. So there's lots of fun things on the AKC website. So I encourage you to go there. And congratulations to my boy, Elite Performer Trick Dog. Woohoo! Do you feel fancy? He just wants a treat. All right, thanks for joining us. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you maybe tomorrow or Tuesday next week. Bye-bye.